Welcome back to the Lisa Renee Project, and if you're new here, I am Lisa Renee, and I am 60-something, 63 to be exact, as of the date of this video recording, and I am a non-drinker determined to put myself first for the first time in a very long time. So today, I'm talking about something a little sparkly, and how we can reward ourselves when we hit big self-care milestones. I really believe that that is very important, especially if you're new to the non-drinker lifestyle. And yes, I'm going to be unboxing something special on camera. It's my second reward to myself because after years of putting everyone else's wants and needs first, I realized I deserve more than just a pat on the back. And if you're ready to celebrate, let's jump right in. If you're anything like me, a woman over 60, you've spent decades on yourself in self-destruct mode, or you've spent decades caring for kids, grandkids, spouses, pets, friends, careers, everything but yourself. You haven't always put yourself first. And I certainly didn't. So one thing I noticed when I quit drinking, and I've noticed it for a very long time, but many people when they stop drinking, they tend to prescribe to traditional methods of getting and staying sober or avoiding the drink. And they use these little silver or white chips to mark each day or milestone day or month that they've spent alcohol free. I'm not knocking that, and I'm sure those chips can be very meaningful if that's your jam, but I needed something a little more tangible, something that felt like it really was a celebration and had a little bit more meaning. Something that felt like a true reward for accomplishing something. So rewards can be whatever is important to you. And maybe that's a weekend getaway, even a new pair of workout shoes. You know, that kind of thing is more my style, for sure. But these tokens aren't just things. They're symbols. They're symbols that say, Lisa, you matter. Your progress is worth celebrating. So today, I'm talking about how to pick rewards that truly resonate, not just some generic chip system. Not dissing any type of system out there if that works for you. But because trust me, at our age, we deserve a little extra sparkle. Okay, so let's talk milestones. For me, my personal ones and proudest ones have been the ones that I've followed through with what I say I'm going to do. Like staying alcohol free, like completing 4 full weeks of an intense strength training program, like honoring my body when it says, take a nap. Yes, a nap. There was a time when taking a nap, way back when, not even that far back, that it felt like I was being lazy, that I was afraid to even admit to my husband when I had laid down to rest my body because it needed it during the day. I felt guilty. But now, though it's still a little difficult to let my husband know that I've had a nap today, when I actually take a nap and take a breath, I feel like I'm actually caring for myself. And that's self-love. So I'm going to admit something here. My husband doesn't even know, I do have some private accounts. So one celebratory moment was when I hit 90 days alcohol-free. I had already planned for it because I knew I was going to make it. So I went ahead and ordered myself something special. I hadn't done anything like this for myself in decades. I always felt guilty for buying anything for myself that wasn't something from Walmart or something, something less than fine jewelry. But I feel like I deserve it, and I had a way to get something without worrying about somebody else paying for it. So I did. I bought myself this beautiful pair of small, I don't wear flashy stuff, but these are, here, let me see if I can get it to the camera, see if you can see it. They're little tiny, no, it doesn't do it justice on camera, but they're little tiny hearts, gold hearts, 14 karat, not 10 karat, but 14 karat, and little tiny chips of diamonds in them. And it cost a couple bucks, and at the time, right at that moment, and right now, I can afford it. I know some of you say I can't afford stuff like that. Well, you don't have to get stuff like that. You don't have to reward yourself with anything less than your favorite dessert. Yeah. But right at that moment, I felt I deserve this. It's not too fancy. It's not too expensive. I deserve this. And so, after completing 4 weeks of strength training, lifting heavy weights as a non-drinker, I treated myself to a simple afternoon off. No chores, no DoorDash runs, just me, my dogs, and the sounds of nature as I walk outside. So rewards can be small. They just have to be meaningful to you. And that was meaningful to me. But I also wanted, because I've always loved nice jewelry, nothing fancy. I don't wear gobs of stuff and rings and bracelets and things. I do like some simple necklaces and some simple like post earrings, or maybe a little dangly, but not much. So I decided I was going to buy another. So just celebrating my consistency and doing everything I tell myself I'm going to do, or everything that I've written down on a list, it celebrates in a way that whispers to your soul, you're doing great and you matter, and, enjoy it. Reward yourself. There is nothing wrong with that. So when I put on these little tiny earrings, they're so tiny that I'm probably only the only one that ever notices that I'm actually wearing them. But I feel proud. I finally owned something I've always wanted, but never prioritized. So, check out this box. This just came yesterday, was it, I think? Is it FedEx or it was UPS? It actually came UPS. And I'm pretty excited. I know it's not much to a lot of you, but, we deserve a little excitement sometimes, So let's open this and see what I got. All right. So I have not opened this yet. The seal is still on, so we're going to do that right now. And, it's almost like someone gave this to me, and I don't know what it is, even though I do, because I ordered it. So, all right, let me see if I can't get this box open. I'll be right back. All right, so I finally got the cardboard box open, and in the box is another container, some sort of a Ziploc-y, and my invoice that tells me what I got. And then here's the cute little box. And let's see what we got. Oh, I love it. The little tiny lightning bolts. And you know why? Because lightning bolts symbolize something to me. So these tiny little earrings, they're not much bigger than the ones I have in my ears right now. They symbolize to me that, they're a daily charge. Every time I see that jagged flash, I remember I have actual crackling fire inside me. No caffeine required. But it also tells me, it tells me that, since I'm not drinking anymore, I actually have this, like a wellspring of energy, pure and raw. There's nothing numbed down or, unclear anymore. It's sharp. It's like, I've got this. It symbolizes everything that pure raw energy is, because that's how I feel now. And these, remind me, because I purchased them, I know what they cost me, and no, it didn't break the bank or anything, but it certainly reminds me that it's not costume jewelry, that I deserve it. And you know what? I'm so proud of myself right now. Cellulite, wrinkles and all. Because who says we can't shine, no matter what our age? And I know a lot of you may be thinking, I'm just bragging or whatever. But this is about rewarding yourself. And it's easy to think, okay, Lisa, it's just a pair of earrings. But actually, every time I look in the mirror and I see these little tiny gold earrings and the little tiny chips of diamonds glittering and sparkling in the mirror light that shines down, it reminds me that I put myself first. And for so many years, I felt guilty about spending money on me. Now I know every milestone, every sweaty weightlifting session, every alcohol-free day deserves a celebration that feels authentic. And so do you. It has to feel authentic to you. When I was in my 20s and 30s and 40s and even 50s, and even just a year or so ago, I'd scoff at the idea of buying jewelry for myself for some sort of personal accomplishment. That's silly, right? But in my 60s, I feel like this is no longer about trends or showing off to friends. I mean, my friends or family or anybody I meet on the street will never even notice my earrings, no doubt, because they're so small. But I notice. I know. And it's more about honoring our journey and celebrating the wins, even as quiet as they may be. And for you, that could simply be a new journal book, because I hope you're journaling. I don't do it like I should, but it's highly important and therapeutic. It could mean a new pair of walking shoes, which I'm always up for, or like I mentioned in the beginning, a simple homemade dessert that you love. Nobody else may like it, but you like it, and that feels special to you. It's whatever has meaning for you. And these shiny new earrings that are certainly not costume jewelry, they are a reminder that I matter today, tomorrow, always. And the choices that matter to me is what matters. So I want to leave you with a handful of ideas to plan your own reward system. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. I'm just going to give you a couple little ideas that you can adapt to make your own, something that lights you up. So first of all, number one, identify what your big milestone is that you want to celebrate. Maybe it's 30 days as a non-drinker, 4 weeks of walks, or simply waking up without anxiety. I have yet to win that battle. But anyway, choose something that feels significant and is important to you, no one else. Okay, number 2, brainstorm meaningful rewards. List 3 things that you love but rarely give to yourself. Could be jewelry. Could be a spa day, a new fitness top for that new fitness program you're in, right? or maybe a digital detox weekend. I don't know. List some things that you'd like to have, but you never do for yourself. Third step, put it on the calendar. Make a decision what it is. On day 30, I'm going to buy myself those gold earrings. Whatever that date is and when it arrives, there's no second guessing. There's no, oh, I can't. You've already planned for it. So do it. Get it, buy it, wear it, whatever it is, bake it if that's what your jam is. You've made a date with your future self and you're going to keep it. So also, a fourth step is have a reward journal. Each week, jot down your wins. Remind yourself what you have accomplished. And you don't have to reward yourself for everything. But you decide whatever it is you've accomplished, and you have this journal of things that you've accomplished and done, whatever you said you've done, and you've made it to a milestone. Write those down, and then you can look back at the week. Is this something I want to celebrate? Or is this something I want to celebrate in the future when I hit this milestone? Whatever it is, start journaling it so you can keep track of it and not just be fly by night. Well, I guess I should get myself something nice because... No. Thanks for spending this time with me, and I hope this inspires you. And if you know someone else that could be inspired by this as well, please share it and tell me in the comments below what is something you've celebrated, something you're going to celebrate. I'd love to see that. I read everyone, and I'd love to cheer you on. So please hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell so you can be notified next time I have a video come out. And I will see you next time. Bye.